Hi, so this is where we stopped in the last video, the if-else. Now I'm going to extend this, into a code that can check for multiple conditions. Alright, so now we're only checking for one condition, which is marks greater than or equal to 50, and then we are taking one or the other pathway to continue with the program. Alright, what if I have multiple options? Alright, so what we're going to do is, instead of just saying pass or fail, we're going to give feedback to the user on the actual grade that is being awarded. Alright, so to do that, to have multiple checks, alright, what we can do is we call it the if-elif-else structure. Okay, but in Python we don't say else if, in code is elif. Okay, so you can have multiple elif and then you can end with a else. Alright, so let me show you how the flow chart looks like. So the first thing is, of course, we get the input from the user, and after that we are going to check. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to check for multiple conditions. So the first condition could be, for example, marks greater than or equal to 85. Now if this is true, alright, so if this condition is true, what do? We say that we want to print, okay, you got an A. Alright, now if the next condition, the next condition is if marks greater than or equal to maybe 70 and less than 85, alright, then we say you got a B, and so on. Alright, so this is the true pathway, this is the false, and then again true, and then false, and so on. Okay, so we can check for multiple pathways, alright, based on the structure of if, else if, and so on. Okay, so let me write the conditions over here. So the first condition we're going to check for is marks greater than or equals to 85. Okay, then we're going to give A. Now marks greater than or equal to 70 but less than 85, we say B. Okay, marks greater than or equal to 50, less than 70, we say C. And then if marks lesser than 50, we say F. Alright, so we're just going to have 4 grades here, and we're going to code this. Alright, so let me show you how to implement this. Alright, so we're going to keep this code as it is. Alright, and I'm just going to take the first line. Okay, so enter your mark, so that is there. And what we're going to do is we're going to check if marks greater than or equals to 85, print you got A. Okay, now the next condition, instead of else, since we have multiple conditions, we're going to say elif. Alright, now what do I want to check for? I want to check for this condition over here. Alright, now let me focus a bit on this condition. So in mathematics, we write it this way: marks greater than or equal to 70, less than 85. So when we see an expression like this, we know that we expect the marks to be within this range. Alright, but in terms of coding, you can't write this as a single statement. You need to write it as 2 separate checks. This is one check and this is one check. Alright, and since I want both these conditions to be satisfied, I need to join them using the logic of AND. Alright, so let me show you what I mean. So the conditions are that marks must be greater than or equal to 70. Alright, now the next condition is marks must be lesser than 85. Alright, so I need to put both of these conditions in a bigger bracket, and since I want both these conditions to be true, I must use the keyword AND. So in logic, when you say AND, if I have condition A and condition B, and if I join them with the keyword AND, okay, then I am saying that I want both these conditions to be true, then I execute this block. Alright, so if both these conditions are true, then I execute this block to say print you got B. Alright, so let me just go back here again. So we are performing this check. Okay, so mathematically we write it this way, but in terms of code we need to break it up into two parts. Okay, the first part is marks greater than or equal to 70, and the second part is marks must be lesser than 85. So if both these conditions are satisfied, then I say you got B. Alright, and then I'm going to do one more check over here. If marks greater than or equal to 50 and marks lesser than 70, you got C. Alright, so the same structure as before. Now since I have no other condition to check, I can just say else. Okay, else print you got F. Alright, so if I do not satisfy the earlier three conditions, I will automatically go ahead and print that you got F. Alright, so this is what you call an if-elif-else structure. Okay, you can have multiple else if, alright, to check for a lot of different conditions, and then finally if none of the earlier conditions are satisfied, then you print the last statement, which is else. Alright, so let me run this code. Okay, so if I key in a value, let's say 89, okay, you got A. Let's try another one, 56. Okay, you got C. Okay, let's try another one, 32. You got F, and between 70 and 85, so 82 means you got B. Alright, so you can see that I'm able to check for multiple conditions over here. Alright, and using the if-else-if structure, okay, together with the AND logic, I can put multiple conditions together and generate the required output that I want for my program. Alright, so thank you for watching. I hope now you have a good idea how to implement the if-elif-else block in Python. Thank you. Bye.